Hello and welcome to another video from the Marriage and Family Clinic. My name is Aaron Anderson. I'm the director here. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is why you shouldn't be best friends with your spouse. I know what you're thinking. First of all, you've probably been to any wedding anniversary and you've heard them say, I've been married to my best friend for 5 or 10 or 20 years, whatever anniversary it is. Or you see people post on Facebook that it's our anniversary and on this day back in 2009 I married my best friend. It's a very common phrase that people talk about. Today I married my best friend. I'm so glad I married my best friend. You hear it everywhere. And I got to tell you, as a marriage counselor, when I hear it, I cringe. And I cringe because it's not going to be too long until I see that couple on my couch. Here's why. You shouldn't marry your best friend. Remember back in college, being in the friend zone was a bad thing. This was for girls and for boys, right? Boys, you didn't like being in that friend zone because it means you only ever got called for emotional support when she just broke up with somebody or when she wanted a foot rub. For girls, it meant that this guy was dating any other guy, dating any other girl except for you. It also meant that this guy really didn't take you seriously, even though you might have been waiting around for his call that night. The friend zone is a bad place to be. So when I hear people say I married my best friend, it makes me raise an eyebrow. Spouses should be lovers. Spouses should be romantic partners with each other. If you're not, there's a problem there. I get people who come in to see me all the time because their relationship feels like roommates. They get along fine and they can talk about whatever, in-laws, or they can even talk about how the kids are doing, and they can talk about problems at work. And they get along just fine, but there's no connection, there's no romance, there's no spark. They're friends. They're even best friends, but they're not partners. It's not a marriage. So here's what you can do. If you're feeling like you're best friends with your spouse, I want you to try to turn things up just a little bit. Try to make things a little more romantic. Go out on more dates with each other. Do things that are a little bit more on the edge with each other, things you wouldn't normally do. I'm not saying go out and break laws or anything like that, but if you normally go out to dinner and a movie, why don't you heighten it up a little bit and find like some oil painting class, or go try a new restaurant, or maybe even go try a zip line that you find online somewhere. Try to up it a little bit. Try to push you and your spouse into new locations, into new experiences that you don't usually try. When you see your spouse in a new environment, you learn new things about them. How do they respond when they're under pressure? How do they respond when they're doing something that they're no good at? What do they look like when I'm doing something I'm no good at? And when you do that with your spouse, you're going to find new things about them that excite you. They might make you a little uncomfortable about them too, but guess what? You're pushing the envelope in your relationship a little bit, creating more depth, creating more intensity. When you do that, you're not going to be in the friend zone with your spouse anymore. And you're going to find things more engaging, more thrilling about them, and you're no longer going to be best friends. You're going to be spouses. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think.